Hello everybody, thank you so much for joining us again in LiveFit Kitchen. We are joined by Dr. Purcell.
Hi Alicia.
Hi there, thank you for being here. So I received a special request from Meg for something to take to a Super Bowl party that was a healthy alternative. Now I would like to preface this is not a low-calorie alternative. This is just a healthy alternative to some of the other crap that sits around in bowls in people's lounge rooms on Super Bowl Sunday. So this is a great recipe. Check this one out.
Okay, everything in this pseudo pub grub recipe is real, not like the fake guacamole or the scary dips that you see at other Super Bowl parties. So let me take you through the ingredients here. This is our party mix. 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. So you know when the recipe starts off like that, it's going to have a little bit of kick. 1/8 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil. Remember, don't buy the regular olive oil, always get the extra virgin. 1/2 cup of raw pumpkin seeds, and I will tell you why those are so good for you, especially you guys out there. 1/4 cup of the raw pine nuts. Hey, if you haven't tried these before, these are tasty, but Alicia will tell you, definite calorie bombs. 1/4 cup of dried cranberries. We love these little guys. 1/4 cup of cacao nibs. Ho ho, I bet you've never seen that at LiveFit before. And 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
Okay, so this is of course a phase 3 recipe. Everything here is healthy in moderation. The cranberries are sometimes available juice sweetened rather than sugar, so if you can find that, that would be great. Everything here is pre-measured. So how I made this, I did a little bit of prep at home. You take 1/8 teaspoon of the extra virgin olive oil, and I put it into my saucepan and fry pan, and actually warmed it up just a little bit before I threw the pumpkin seeds in. So they go in raw, and it seems like 1/8 teaspoon is almost no oil at all. You put it in and you think, maybe I need to add more. I promise you don't. I tried it. I put the oil in, warmed it up just a little bit, put the pumpkin seeds in, and it coated them really nicely, and I browned them. And it took about 3 minutes for them to sort of puff up and most of them to pop open. Tell me why I love these so much.
So pumpkin seeds are very high in zinc, which is why they've gotten a really nice reputation for being good for your prostate, for you men out there. They're also very high in other kinds of minerals. And, you know, the good thing about toasting them is that it adds a lot of flavor. Pumpkin seeds are a member of the gourd family, so for those of you who've been carving pumpkins and roasting them at home, it's similar. But what you'll find most of the time in the bulk sections of health food stores is that they're out of the shell. So they're flat and they're green, and you're thinking, what am I going to do with these? And you can toast them up and add them to your party mix.
And they smell really good when they toast, but please don't walk away leaving them to toast. You have to turn them constantly, keep them moving in the pan. It's really easy to burn them. So I've pre-measured everything except the cacao nibs in terms of quantities. So this is 1/2 cup going in here, first into the bowl. So as soon as you finish browning the pumpkin seeds, take them out of the fry pan, put them into a bowl, and then put these little guys in. 1/4 cup. These brown really quickly. Raw pine nuts get little golden spots on them in seconds. So just turn them constantly for about 30 seconds to a minute.
Pine nuts are really good toasted, and they become this nice golden color, a little bit of brown on the outside. These are, as Alicia will tell you, these are definite calorie bombs. They are high in fat, but it is the healthy fat. They're also very high in folic acid, in protein, in iron, in choline, which is a helpful thing to help our livers detoxify. And, you know, this party mix is going to get a lot of conversation if you take it to a gathering.
It definitely will. And I just want to clarify, they are calorie bombs. 1/4 cup of pine nuts is over 200 calories, about 224, I believe. So like a lot of foods, it's really healthy for you, but you've got to do portions on this one. So 1/2 cup of the pumpkin seeds, 1/4 cup of the pine nuts. I've stirred them around a little bit just to start that mixing process. Next up, why don't we put the cayenne pepper in next, just so that we can get it to move through smoothly, because you know otherwise it's going to hit those cranberries.
That's true. That's a really good point. If you put your cranberries in, because they're a little sticky and they are sugar coated or naturally sweetened, once the cayenne gets a hold of those, it's going to get caught in all the little nooks and crannies, and some are definitely going to be hotter than others.
A lot, yeah. So sprinkle your cayenne And we've got a little salt going in too, don't we?
We'll go ahead and put the salt in.
How much salt? A quarter teaspoon.
1/4 teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne.
So that's quite a lot of cayenne. If you're not into hot, you might want to back that off a little bit because
You might want to have
some
that.
kick. Yeah. For myself, I think it's going to be delicious. Okay, so we'll stir that through.
That'll be great. And we should probably add the cacao next.
Okay.
Cranberries will be last.
So I didn't stir it through too much because I don't want it all to just fall to the bottom there. Now, if you've never had cacao nibs, they look like little dark chocolate pieces. They don't taste like them.
It's almost when you were a child and you crawled up into the kitchen cabinets because you saw the nice thing of Hershey's cocoa powder there and you thought it was going to taste like chocolate, and much to your sad and scary face, it was very tart and nothing as you expected.
Yeah, so that's kind of the thing with the cacao nibs. A 1/4 cup goes in.
Now, cacao is a dark chocolate. It has very little sugar in it, and it's very high in antioxidants.
So again, it's one of those foods that is actually good for you in small quantities. Now, the neat thing about this is that it does actually end up giving a chocolatey flavor to this mix because the sweetness comes from the cranberries. Okay, so they are our last ingredient, 1/4 cup of cranberries going in. This really looks pretty too. This is very festive.
And you know, you can take this to a house. It's peanut safe, so if people have peanut allergies, whereas most dips, or as I mentioned earlier, I call it pub grub, you know, little finger foods have peanuts or your traditional raisins in them. This is a different variant on that.
It is. Look how pretty that looks.
It's gorgeous.
Lots of colors, a little bit sweet, a little bit chocolatey, a little bit spicy. So this obviously is quite a big bowl full of snacks. Please share this with lots of people.
Tablespoon or so as a serving. I'm going to have Alicia dig in and try our party mix. Oh, what a nice little serving bowl there.
I know, check me out. I want to make sure I get a little piece of everything. Okay. Oh, that works. Definitely has some kick with the cayenne. Just barely enough salt for myself. I might put one more pinch of salt in there. But yeah, it's nutty. You can definitely get the chocolatey bit. It's a winner. Take it to Super Bowl and have a great day.
Bye-bye.